Hey, this is Sam with the BYU Software Training Lab, and in this video we'll be talking about masks, clipping masks, and copy and paste in Procreate. Masks in Procreate are pretty similar to masks in programs like Photoshop. Masks are a way to show and hide parts of an image, or in this case a layer, without destroying or erasing any of the original image. We call that non-destructive because you can always go back and make edits. Destructive editing is when you change the actual material and you can't go back without pressing undo. Non-destructive editing, like masks, is super helpful and gives you a lot more choices for your art, especially later on in a project. First, we need a layer with something on it, so I'll make a little squiggle here. Then, in the Layer menu, you can select Mask, and a layer mask appears above it. Your color automatically switches to white or black. When painting on a mask, you can only color in grayscale. For example, in the Classic tab of the Color panel, it only reads the vertical changes, not the hue. This is because, with masks, white means clear, as in none of this layer is covered up, and black is the mask, meaning whatever is black on the mask will be covered and hidden. I'll demonstrate this and that should make it clear. I'm going to turn off the background color so we can really see what happens. I currently have an all-white mask, so nothing is covered up. However, if I paint on that mask in black, this layer doesn't show up. The black tells Procreate to hide this image here. And you can see what I drew on the layer mask from the Layer panel. Masks automatically show up white, so in order to make a black mask, just make a regular mask using the Layer menu, and then, also in the Layer menu, press Invert. This inverts the values in the mask, so everything that was white becomes black, and everything that was black becomes white. Now everything is covered, and wherever we paint in white will show up. The Invert button works before or after you've drawn things. You can also make a mask from a selection. We do this by selecting something on our layer, and then making a mask. Procreate will show you only what you selected. To hide only what you selected, invert the mask. Masks are layer specific, so you can't transfer them to another layer. Another way to mask things is to use a clipping mask. A clipping mask just clips itself to whatever layer is below it, and is limited to whatever has been done on that bottom layer. For example, if I have a squiggle on this bottom layer, and a squiggle on this layer above it, all I have to do is click on Clipping Mask in the Layer menu, and this layer clips itself to the layer below it. I can even move this layer around, and it's still masked. It's like non-destructive alpha lock. There are 3 ways to copy and paste in Procreate. One is under the Add section of the Actions tab, under the wrench icon. Another is from the Layer menu. But the easiest way is using the Copy and Paste menu. To access the Copy and Paste menu, you swipe down with 3 fingers on your canvas. From this menu, you can cut, copy, duplicate, and paste whatever you want. This will work in all your layers and can be super helpful. You can also move it around using the bar at the top. To close it, just press the X at the top right. And that is how to use masks in Procreate. In the next video, we're going to learn about creating text.